Happy Sunday. Today is about rain. How are we? Let's get right into it. Hi guys. Now, today's about rain. Mainly because it's a really rainy day. At least in Alberta here. And I love the rain. You know, a lot of people kind of tie it with laziness, tiredness, sadness. But I think it aspires to something else, more of rejuvenation and therefore rest. So rain, rest, right? In a good way, you know, looking back on things. We've talked about rest before, the importance of it, but also looking forward to things where, I mean, intrinsically the earth is getting what it needs, right? The water that cycles itself, but also shedding some truth and some much needed time into what we've done and what is to come. And because of that, we can stay present. So, because I always tell you guys, you know, stay present and whatnot, but I'm not, you know, I don't think anyone's really good at staying present. And sometimes you just gotta look around at the world that surrounds us, that God has given us, and use that as kind of your guide. Because God resides in everything, and you know, at times you just can't feel His presence properly, but He's always by our side. And I'm going to read out of Habakkuk today, chapter 2. Let's see if you know the verse. It's God's promises. For the wisdom is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Now that's beautiful. And there's saying, it's pretty much God in his appointed time will come, and in a sense that we will tarry. We too will be with him in heaven. So in this time where maybe there's rain in your life when it's sunny outside, and that can feel like sadness. Like there's storms that happen, that occur. There can be too much rain. You know, there's a song by the Ink Spots. It's to each, or in each one's life, some rain must fall. Wait, sorry. To each one's life, some rain must fall. There you go. Something like that. And it's true. Some rain must fall, right? Because we've always talked about the duality. And just last episode exactly was contradictions, where you can have rain, but also sunshine, right? Because you recognize honestly, the negatives of both and the positives of both. You can always see and shift a perspective in whichever way God ordains, right? And he ordains everything. So as long as we follow his will, accept openly. In my life, that's what I try to do each day, right? Stay present, but it's hard, of course. And rain is just yet another reminder of the beauty in it all, the beauty in suffering, the beauty in failing, the beauty in overcoming, beauty in success. There's so much beauty, because a lot of us don't want to do this or do that, but if we simply do, minus the obligations, minus the endurance, minus everything else, as long as we do, and do it for God's glory, right? Our chief concern. What else? What else matters? And at that point, I don't think anything. You know, there's a song, Love Theory. I mentioned a lot of songs here, like Kirk Franklin. And he talks in the song, ain't wanting to love nobody but you, Jesus, right? And it's true. If we love just Jesus, therefore we love because he is love. And the fruits by which we sow will be reaped generously by God, right? And in 1 Peter chapter 2, I think verse 8, I have it here. It talks of God, the firm foundation that we have in him, and with the rain, use that to strengthen it. And if I remember, the verse kind of relates to Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8, with how God is everlasting. He is not changing, and is for us, and has done the work for us. And again, I'll say it, for us, right? His creation. We are his beloved. That's why you hear a lot of beloved this, beloved that. So I'll have those verses and how they coincide. But apart from all that, the rain that we see, the rain that we experience, the wind that comes from it, the storms that might develop, you know, there's something just makes rain easy. Easy as the rain, they say, where it just falls, and regardless of what it's used for, it's there, and you can just stand in the middle of it and just feel that rain, feeling the cycles of the natural cycles of the earth and the beauty of it all, right? So in that, waiting on God with the rest that we get from the natural world, right? So that's this kind of topic for the day. But yeah, just at church. Hope you went to and had a good one. But that's all for today. So here's to tomorrow.